world. It is Late Hits with our friend, Nikki Glaser.
Hey.
Thank you so much, Carissa. Okay, I'm going to make this quick so we can get back to what the fans are really here for, more Wicked commercials. It is great to be here in Philadelphia, a city that feels the way batteries taste. It's the city where Rocky ran up the most famous steps of the Museum of Art, but never went inside to learn anything. Tonight, we had a face-off between Taylor Swift's boyfriend's older brother's old team and the Commanders. The Commanders, a name everyone loves, and a logo that offends no one. Except, of course, graphic designers. I was wondering what the guy who designed this S was up to. Hey, shout out to Cody in in-school suspension. Way to turn your parents' divorce into art. Tonight it was D.C., the current home of American democracy, versus Philly, the birthplace of American dogfighting. Speaking of Philly, the Eagles got off to a rocky start with 2 missed field goals from Jake Elliott. Honestly, it's just nice to see a guy in Philly miss something that isn't a child support payment. Washington responded by putting 7 points on the board thanks to big plays from Brian Robinson and Austin Eckler. But to be fair, when you're as short as Austin Eckler, every play is a big play. Yeah, he may be short, but he's got a lot of heart. Kevin Hart. Sorry. No more short jokes. So here's a long joke about him being short. I'm kidding. I don't have time. I got to keep this Austin Eckler. Let's move it along. But the real story of the first half were the defenses. Every time I looked up, it was sack, sack, sack. I mean, I haven't seen this many sacks since Al Michaels' steam room ran out of towels. Why was I there? Why was I there? A better question is, why did Al tell me that's where the after party was? By the end of the half, the Commanders were winning 7-3, although several counties in Pennsylvania had yet to report. But in the second half for the Eagles, it turns out the fans in the stands weren't the only ones with weapons. A.J. Brown caught a huge pass. I'm honestly jealous of A.J. Brown. No one cheered for me when I caught something from a guy from Philly. The pharmacist just handed me a balm with no eye contact. Saquon used his massive thighs to run all over the Commanders. Look at those gams. He doesn't have hamstrings, he has pork ropes. I actually heard Saquon uses Jinkos as jeggings. The Eagles took the lead with their signature play, the tush push. The tush push. You know, that's what I call... You know what? I'm not doing that today. Usually I'd say something crass and sexual here, you know, the tush push, but I'm better than that. I'm gonna go the other way with it. The tush push, that's what you do in a bathroom 15 minutes after you eat a Philly cheesesteak. And that's why I'm vegan. No one's ever had plant-based diarrhea. The Eagles love to name their plays. They're also famous, of course, for the Philly special, which I always thought was when you get to second base in a Wawa bathroom. Good to know. I don't know what Nick Sirianni, or as I call him, Sebastian Maniscalco, said to his team at halftime to motivate them, but I assume it started with Mamma Mia. I mean, look at him. That is one spicy meat to head. He's got the dark eyelids you could only get from a whole night of monitoring crypto markets. But in the end, the Eagles soared over the Commanders. And now the Eagles have won 8 games. Although in Philadelphia, an 8 is considered a 10. And that's why I'm staying here for the weekend. I'm Nikki Glaser, I'm a Philly 9, and those are my late hits.
Hey, Nikki.
Thank you. That was fun.